Hello, this is Reverend Jocelyn Mason um, here for today's Daily Word. And this is a great day. This is a special day. Happy May Day, everyone. Seen a long time waiting for May to get here. But happy May Day. Happy first day of May. We want to give thanks for the month of April. We have been staying home and staying safe, and we are continuing to do that. And we want to just be open to all that May brings to us. Breathe it in. January, February, March, April. We're already at the 5th month of the year. So let's look at what the Daily Word has for us. I like to say that the Daily Word speaks to each of us with what we need for that particular day. There's a message, there's a meaning there for us. And so the word for today is bloom. Imagine that for May the 1st. Bloom. And the affirmation is, I am unique and ready to bloom. I am unique and ready to bloom. We've been in the house so long. You're ready to bloom. But we're wise. We're following the stay home, stay safe order, still knowing that there are steps being put into place that will help us all safely return to the outside world. So the daily word bloom, I am unique and ready to bloom. May Day is the perfect time for me to think about my spiritual development and how I am blooming into the fullest expression of my divine nature. I remember that for flowers to bloom, they need plenty of water, sunshine, and nourishing soil. With patience, blossoms are sure to come. I ponder what I need in order to bloom. I listen deeply to discern my purpose and the steps I can take to begin realizing it. I am open, receptive, and fully present to this now moment. I am ready to learn to grow. Whatever is happening in my life, I accept it as a blessing and see it as a place to start. I allow myself to become a unique and beautiful blossom in the everlasting garden of life. And our scripture comes from the book of Hosea, chapter 14, verse 7. They shall flourish as a garden. They shall blossom like the vine. Their fragrance shall be like the wine of Lebanon. And so we are blooming, we are unique and ready to bloom. Each of us is unique and ready to bloom. Let's take some time in meditation and think about this. Our blooming. We are unique and ready to bloom. We are willing to look at our spiritual blossoming and blooming into a deeper manifestation of who we have come here to be. So an affirmation is, my eyes can see the beautiful potential in and around me. Let that sink into you. My eyes can see the beautiful potential in and around me. Let's breathe that in. My eyes can see the beautiful potential in and around me. And then our affirmation for today, I am unique and ready to bloom. When we can see the beautiful potential that is in us and around us, we move into a place of being ready to bloom, ready to grow, ready to expand, ready to flower. Let's take a breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Hopefully every day you're taking some time for meditation, for some quieting of your mind, to allow your thoughts to settle, to allow yourself to be free from the television and all that is happening around you. Allow yourself to be free from being anxious or too excited about getting out of the house, but allowing yourself to move with the flow. To move with the flow of still staying home and still staying safe. And so Michael Bernard Beckwith said, 90% of spiritual growth is letting go. When we let go, we make room for new growth in our spiritual lives. So in order for us to continue to bloom, we need to let go and make room so that our flower of our life, the flower of our purpose, the flower of our mission can bloom, because we are unique and ready to bloom. We've been placed here by divine spirit, divine mind at this time. And it's not an easy time to bloom or to think about blooming. But nonetheless, as Michael Beckwith said, 90% of spiritual growth is letting go. And when we let go, we make more room for new growth in our spiritual lives. So this time at home has been a time of pruning. You know how you prune back the limbs of your trees and your fruit trees at the end of the summer. This has kind of been like a time of pruning, cutting back all of the false ideas. We've been making room for new growth. We've been opening ourselves up to new growth, a new way of seeing, a new way of being. Breathe in. I am unique and ready to bloom. You have been planted in the garden of God's love. And even though around you there is confusion, there is trouble, there is sickness, there is worry, you are still in rich, abundant soil. The Daily Word says, for a plant to bloom, for a flower to bloom, it needs plenty of water. That water is the meditation, grounding ourselves in time to meditate. We need plenty of sunshine. That's allowing the Spirit of God and higher consciousness to help us to grow. And we need nurturing soil. Within us are the 12 powers. Within us are all of our skills and our talents. All of that soil that we've been planted in just needs to have some water, our meditation time, Spirit nourishing and nurturing us so that we can grow, because we are unique and ready to bloom. So today, as you go about your day, think of yourself as a beautiful flower in the garden of God's love, and see yourself as a unique, original, no other flower like you blooming on this planet. Nurtured in the soil of your gifts, your skills, your talents, your abilities, and the 12 talents and powers that we have of faith and elimination and imagination and wisdom and love and strength and more. We have so much more to propel us forward, to bloom, and to be a blessing in our world. And so as we meditate on that, we give thanks to God for this May Day, for this reminder that spring and life and renewal is blooming all around us and in us. And for that, we are grateful. And I leave you with the prayer for protection today. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us as the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is there. And the seed of God is within us. Therefore, we are unique and ready to bloom. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. And I'm sending you a virtual hug. May the peace of God surround you this day as you stay strong in the power of God's might, knowing that you have the ability to overcome whatever circumstances that are around you, and you can still grow. And for that, we are grateful. God bless you and have a most wonderful and excellent day. Namaste.